Hello, everyone. My name is Darren McFarlane from Next Level Mentoring, and I'm here just to talk to you around being a mentee. That's how I started this whole journey of mentoring. Was I got into mentoring as a mentee and had a really good mentor who really helped move me to my next level. And of course, my next level will not be the same as your next level. Um, Everyone's different, and that's the beauty of mentoring. Is everybody, it's a journey with your mentor, and one person's journey will be completely different to another person's journey. So I'll probably go live for about 15 minutes. This is my first time doing it alone. I had a healthy challenge from my own mentor, Dave Clare, who said, Darren, you need to be doing live streaming. So Darren is doing live streaming. So perfect. So really what I want to talk about is why you should consider getting yourself a mentor, the benefits it will bring you. And I'll try and relate them all back to my journey as well, so you can understand. So firstly, a kind of staggering statistic is that 97% of people say having a mentor was very good for them, was useful. It helped them grow to their next level. It helped them develop. It helped them in their career, their business, whatever it may be. It helped them having a mentor. However, only about a third of people have a mentor, and that is formally or informally. So there's 2/3 of the people out there. Let's say I'm focusing on business, career, leadership, so in the working space. So 2/3 of people in that space don't have a mentor, aren't experienced the benefits of mentoring, aren't moving themselves to their next level. And a question I always think to myself, and I also get asked this, is why is that? Why is mentoring not something that people are doing naturally, that everybody's doing? And I don't know if it's just, I'll say from my side, I'd say my 20s, I never really thought about it. No one ever, there wasn't a me telling me, oh, by the way, you should be considering mentoring now. It will help accelerate your career. I was just out having fun, working, growing my career, but it was kind of naturally happening. So I didn't think about having a mentor. But finally, when I got one, I was like, whoa, why did I not do this earlier? Just having someone in your corner helping you, talking with you, discussing with your actual problems, but not telling you the answer, because that's not mentoring, that's advisory, consultancy. But actually asking you questions so you can come up with the answer and how you're going to solve your problem. And then afterwards, you can try that solution and speak to your mentor. And then and see how it went. What did you learn from it? What would you do differently? What would you keep? And as you progress like that, and you start to learn more and more about, actually, I have the power within to answer these questions, or I have the skills to talk to my network to help get information to then answer that question. So the purpose of Next Level Mentoring, which I set up, the purpose of Next Level Mentoring is we want to help unlock people's potential, their full potential through mentoring. And that could be people as individuals, or it could be people working in companies. And we're helping the company set up a mentoring program for its people. A great way for retention to anybody in the companies that are working there. An amazing tool to actually show that you care, that you're developing your staff, that will make your staff stay. So you don't have to go through this whole song and dance of losing people and having to try and find people in a saturated market. Our vision is that everyone has a mentor and is also mentoring someone else. So why don't you take a little moment there to think that one through. Everyone has a mentor. So there's a lot of people out there who get to a certain age or experience of saying, well, I'm now old enough, I've got the experience, I want to mentor. That's great. But do you have a mentor? Why do you not have a mentor? You should be considering continuously having a mentor in your career, in your life. as you're going through, because there's always someone at the level that you would like to achieve. You're always moving. You're always wanting to develop and learn. So back to that vision, everybody has a mentor and everybody is mentoring someone else. Because again, you have the skills and the experiences that some people would love to understand and learn about. Regardless of your age, regardless of what career you're in, regardless of what you're doing, you will have skills and experiences that will be able to help someone 100%. So have confidence in your abilities. So everybody has a mentor and everybody, and are also mentoring someone else. Our mission is we want to get 100,000 people into mentoring by 2024. So if I'm being honest, I'm looking at it now. We've done about 130 people between programs and stuff. And that's excluding the training programs where we ran for people who already had mentoring programs. So about 130 people we've done. So we're a long way to go, but Rome wasn't built in a day. And success cannot be measured in days in this one. This is changing a mindset and really getting mentoring sexy again, getting people to go, actually, I really want to mentor. And then telling people, I've got a mentor. And they go, well, why have you got a mentor? Because of X, Y, and Z. And this is what's happening. This is what I'm achieving. And the other person goes, damn, I wish I had a mentor. That's what Next Level Mentoring is here to do. Make it easy for people to get into mentoring. Right. I want to probably spend, well, really all of the rest of the session talking about the benefits of having a mentor, because there's lots of benefits out there. And I just want to go through them step by step and really kind of deep dive into some of them. So firstly, mentoring is amazing for increasing your self-confidence. Now, there's many reasons for that. And actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to speak about all the other benefits that it brings and then flip it back to why it increases your self-confidence. So I'll go on to the second benefit. And they're in no particular order here. So mentoring is amazing for your mental health. Having someone to talk to about your problems, having someone to talk to about the things that you may suppress or the feelings that you have, and you can't talk to anyone about it. Your mentor is a great person to speak to around that. So it helps lower levels of anxiety and it helps feelings of isolation. A lot of people are still working from home. A lot of people are still not interacting as much with other human beings as they used to be doing. And I speak to lots of people and they actually miss it. They love working from home, but they miss the interaction with people. And I think that's actually going to lead to, in the next months and years, it's going to lead to other problems that will come out of this one. But anyway, so it helps lower levels of anxiety and it helps decrease the feelings of isolation. So they're kind of the mental health benefits. As we're talking, mentoring is an amazing safe space for people to actually be themselves. So I know as a mentee with my mentors, I am 100% transparent. I write my little ABCD templates. Actually, I've got an example one right here. I write my ABCD templates of everything I've done, my achievements, activities in the last period, the benefits it brought me, my concerns that are sitting there right now, and what I'm going to do next. And I bring that to my mentor and we talk about it and we deep dive and he asks questions and why are you doing this? Why are you doing that? Why is that a concern? Tell me about that benefit. And this is a real safe space for us to chat. I can be my full self. There's things that I might not want to tell other peers, friends. You know, this judgment that you feel you may get. You're thinking of something up here, but if you speak to, let's say, your partner, I'm lucky I've got a great partner that I can chat to about lots of things, but your partner may not be, will have her own concerns or his concerns, and you can't speak to them fully about what you're thinking. A mentor is a great place to talk about it. all those parts. You may be thinking about, actually, I don't want to work in what I'm doing right now. I want to start my own business. But you tell that to somebody who relies upon the security of your salary. Of course, don't go jump in and just do something. You need to chat, but you might want to be speaking with your mentor on that stuff. That leads to a good point around mentoring. Who could be your mentor? Now, there's many people that could be your mentor. Someone in your industry, someone outside your industry. There's this belief your mentor has to be in your industry. That's rubbish. It's actually better in some cases that your mentor is outside your industry, because you learn about another industry and you learn about a different way of doing things. But who cannot be your mentor? Your line manager, your boss, your leader cannot really be your mentor. Now, that may shock some people, or it may make people, that's not true. I lead people and I'm also a great mentor. But hear me out. So when mentoring is done right, and this is a bit of an elephant in the room, sometimes the mentee gets to the conclusion that they don't like the job they're in. It's not for them. It's not why they're put on this planet. Now, imagine you're the boss and you're mentoring, or the manager, and you're mentoring somebody, and they tell you that. Firstly, they won't probably tell you that because you're the manager, but let's say they do. So what do you do with that information? On one hand, you're a mentor. It's about trust and confidentiality. You have to honor the mentoring role. But the other side, you're the manager, and you got one of your people saying they want to leave because they're not happy or they're looking for another job or whatever. It's too much of a conflict. So if you're looking for a mentor, or your manager saying, I can be your mentor, try and find someone else, because at some point, the two roles clash. So again, safe space for people to talk about things. Mentoring is amazing for improving your skills, whether it's soft skills, hard skills, whatever, because that's really what your mentor doesn't always have to be. But your mentor is normally somebody who's done the things you're wanting to try and do. So they can at least pass on guidance based on experience. Whether it's experience that went well or experience that failed, still experience. So it's a great way to improve your skills. How do I do this? How do I do that? I struggle here. What can I do around this area? Some of it's advice and guidance. Some of it is, well, have you thought about doing this? And try these skills. And once you learn it, then you can actually start to add that skill to your own repertoire. Networking, for example, geez, like everybody struggles initially with networking. And it's a skill. It's a skill. Why are you turning up to these conferences? What are you trying to get out of it? How do you talk to people in a way that isn't confronting or turning people off, whatever it may be? These are all skills that you can learn quite easily. And talking about networking, mentoring is a great way for you to increase your network. You're already increasing it by one with your mentor, so that's great. That's one part. But on top of that, your mentor may start to introduce you to other people. Or, for example, if you're with Next Level Mentoring, we have catch-ups. I need to get better at organizing them, but we aim to have quarterly catch-ups, face-to-face, etc. So you can meet other like-minded people on that one. So it's a great way to improve your network, at least by one, but probably 5, 6, 10 plus. Mentoring will expose you to new ways of thinking and different perspectives. Again, you're in a way seeking advice and guidance from your mentor. They're not going to spoon feed you. Don't expect spoon feeding. If you want that, get a consultant, get an advisor, just say, answer my questions. A mentor and a coach as well will never be the one just saying, do this, do this, do this. That's not what they're doing, because they want to unlock your potential. And the only way to unlock your potential is to let you start to realize that you can solve these problems within. But when you're talking with your mentor, they will start to make you think about new ways of doing things. Have you tried this? They might storytell and saying, I hear your problem. I had a similar problem. This was the problem, and this was how I solved it. So, and you go, I never really thought about that. If I take part of that and part of what I was thinking and put them together, in my mind and what the situation I'm dealing with right now, that would be the optimum solution. I always admires me, some of my mentees, when I chat to them, and then I speak to them at like the next period, and they write down what they've achieved. And I can see they've not taken exactly what I've said, like when I said, oh, this is what I did. They haven't taken exactly what I said, but they took the essence of part of it, and then they've wrapped their own, situation around it and their own what they would have done, and they've come up with something even better. And they say, oh, this is what I did, and this is how it solved this problem, or this is how it moved me to my next level. And it's like, that's the power of mentoring. That's the beauty of mentoring. Mentoring and coaching are a great way to help you identify and achieve your career goals. So identify your goals. So if I ask you now, and of course you can't answer, but if I asked you now, what are your career goals? Oh, I've got a comment. Oh, thanks, Dave. Mentors and being a mentor has helped me become who I am today. Appreciate that. So I lost my train of thought here. Yeah, identifying and achieving goals. Lots of people don't actually know what their career goals are. They're just on the conveyor belt. They went to university, or they went to college, or they got a job straight out of school, and they've just gone on the conveyor belt, and things just go, oh, you're progressing. Oh, let's move you up. You're now into team leader. You're now onto this. Whatever your traction will be, lots of people are on the conveyor belt. And nobody's actually taken the time. Lots of people have not taken the time to step back and going, what do I want from my career? Where do I want to go? Because you're on the conveyor belt, and then you get married, and then you have children, and it's still just going along. So take that time to step back and go, well, what do I want to actually do with my career? And a mentor is amazing at helping you start to say, well, what are your goals? What are you trying to achieve? And then they'll work with you to going, well, why this goal? And they'll help you deep dive and go a bit deeper and go a bit deeper and a bit deeper. And it may take several sessions, a bit deeper, to get a point where really, this is what I'm trying to achieve. And then the mentor's like, brilliant, now let's achieve those goals. And you start working plans on what you're going to do to make those goals happen. That's what's great about mentoring. Mentoring, it helps you get a higher awareness of your own strengths and weaknesses. So, yeah, because you're talking about what's happening, what your concerns are, how you're going to tackle things, from that, you just naturally work out what your strengths and weaknesses are. And you start to get a better awareness of them. And I always say, people go, strengths and weaknesses, what should I focus on? Now, I've seen so many people saying focus on the weaknesses, make yourself stronger. I've seen people saying focus on the strengths. That's what makes you unique. That is your superpower. I'm probably in agreement with more your strengths, but be aware of your blind spots. You don't have to focus all your energy. So if I was doing 80-20, 80% on strengths, 20% on weaknesses for moving forward. And ultimately, mentoring is a proven means to help people reach their next level. The studies have shown people who have mentors are 5 times more likely to advance in their career than people that don't. And there's many other things. And I can just relate to myself. If I drew my career path to date, those parts where my career kind of accelerated were really when I had a mentor, whether it was formal or informal. And even when the mentoring finished, you're still on that upper trajectory as you push through. But then it starts to wane and diminish, and then your career starts to kind of flatline. And then the times I got another mentor, whether I looked for it myself or provided one, and it boosted back off again. And I want you to experience that. I want you to experience that career acceleration, your own development acceleration, and the benefit it brings you, the benefit it brings you and your family, the benefit it brings you and your family and your network. That's why I've set up Next Level Mentoring. That's what I want to do. I just want to make sure I help people. I could be earning a lot more money considering working on my old job in oil and gas. I didn't want to do that, though. It's not why I'm put on this planet. I'm put on this planet to help get more people into mentoring. So I hope that this session, this live session, was useful for you. Now I've got a little bit of kind of ticker tapes that run along. So, but ultimately, if you're looking for a mentor, then please visit our website, www.nextlevelmentoring.com.au/find a mentor. If you happen to be based in Perth, then we actually have a specific program for people based in Perth. I'm in Perth, and I love Perth as a city, and I want to get mentoring out to the community as much as possible. And so for that one there, it is, the thing's not there, but it's www.nextlevelmentoring.com.au/Perth-mentor. Now, they are some of the things we're running. This Friday, and you can probably find the event on LinkedIn, but this Friday we're running a webinar called Grow to Your Next Level with Mentoring, where we talk about some of this stuff and we go into even more detail around the tips for you to get the most from your mentoring sessions, as well as the different ways, because it's next level mentoring is a way to get to find a mentor, but there is other means out there that might be better suited for you. So we'll talk about the ways that you can find your perfect mentor. So thank you very much. That's my first live session. Dave Clare, thank you for the challenge and also the comment. I really appreciate it. And I'll be hopefully doing this mostly every week, talking about a range of things. So have a great day. Thank you. Bye.